By the time of this final, many of the dogs are, of course, well over the age of 18 months and have gone on to do other things. All the competitors are happy, healthy pets, some bred by their handlers and some not. So it gives me great pleasure now to introduce our judge for this competition, Mr. David Guy, being escorted into the ring by Mr. Eric Smethurst, the chairman of Crufts. David has made quite a name for himself as a successful breeder, handler, exhibitor and judge with Schipperkes, Griffons and Scottish Terriers. He gives challenge certificates across 3 groups and actually, as a young man, had German Shepherd dogs, so well experienced to judge this competition. Now, what you're all waiting to see, the 10 dogs. Here they come, beginning with the Dalmatian.
The first of our finalists there, the Dalmatian, coming in, followed by the Quezon.
The English Springer Spaniel.
And there is the English Springer.
The Deerhound.
Here comes the Boxer.
The Leonberger.
The Leonberger comes in next.
The Newfoundland.
The young Newfoundland comes in.
The Siberian Husky.
All of these successful young dogs. Here's the Australian Shepherd coming in.
And last but not least, the Affenpinscher.
Followed by the little Affenpinscher.
Our 10 finalists in the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant competition.
Now you'll have heard that these are already successful young dogs winning their junior warrants under Kennel Club rules before they're 18 months of age. They won through to the finals by being successful at the Discover Dogs in London in November, and here they are coming in now for the final. Our judge today is David Guy from Seaham, County Durham, a very successful breeder of Schipperkes and Griffons. So a wide experience in judging. Just walking down the line, taking in the general outline of the dogs.
Most of the dogs you'll have seen competing here at Crufts, each with their funny ways.
The Boxer with his very clean cut outline. The German breed, the Leonberger, a giant breed. And next to him, the Newfoundland, another one. It'll be one of Peter's favourite because he's owned several of them.
You're quite right, I have indeed. My last one's just gone, Frank, which is sad.
Yes, I'm sure. There's the Australian Shepherd, a breed which is making great headway, and their wonderful little Affenpinscher, the German toy dog there.
So, first of all, we're looking at the Dalmatian, Schulen Fantasy on Ice. Owned by Miss J.N. Fort. She calls this bitch Echo and says that she is everything anyone could want in a companion.
The Dalmatian is a carriage dog. They were bred to run alongside the carriage during the day, the broom in the 18th century, and they was to be prized for their decorative spotting, either in black or liver spots. So they had to be athletes with good pace, good stride, and in the evening they guarded the stables, so they're multi-purpose dogs. The utility group is where you'll find this, and here is the Dalmatian.
And isn't this a breed which in America they have competitions where someone will ride out and they have the dog keeping station with them for 20 miles?
They look at them for stamina and type, yes.
Yeah. An Echo will be 3 in May.
So grace of silhouette and outline and balance and decorative spotting. But above all, we're wanting sound movement and long strides because they're functional dogs. Fit and functional.
Which, of course, is the Kennel Club message this year. Dogs fit for function, fit for life.
And standing free there, wagging its tail, really enjoying itself in the ring. That was the Dalmatian.
And now we're looking at the Quezon. All Forest Dice Master for Spitzkamp. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. Day.
Now here's a very smart picture of the Quezon. the Dutch
Here,
barge
they
dog.
must, known as Connor at home, and actually is their first caisson. And again, they reckon.
Again, you'll
such a
find
joy
this
to
breed
live
in the
with.
utility group. They were
He
functional,
actually prefers to play
kept
with
on the
dogs
barges
of
as
a
guard
smaller
dogs,
size,
quite
especially
vociferous if
cubs.
they had any intruders or visitors. They're a Spitz breed, which means they've got this wedge-shaped head, small pricked ears, this high-set tail over his back, and important colours, the shades of grey with cream on their legs. And they'll go with a brisk stride. There's the caisson, and going very well, very smart up and down, accurate parallel movement, which is what the judge will be looking for. And that coat has a harsh texture. It's not a soft coat, it's a functional protective coat. And striding out well, getting his hocks well underneath him.
I always find it interesting, actually, when we have this particular competition, is that the judge does seem to let the dogs have a longer stroll than they manage to get in the groups.
Well, it's a big ring, and they want to make the most of it. Let them show their strides. But of course, this is the final. You want to give them a good workout.
And our third competitor, this is an English Springer Spaniel. Goes under the name of Gleedsbury Wattle Liberty. What a liberty. You have to read some of these names twice to get the sense of them. Owned by Mrs. C.A. House. This is a bitch. They call her Millie at home.
Yes,
2.5.
one of my favourite breeds, the English Springer Spaniel. I was brought up with these as a child. I still love them. They are the highest on the leg of the land spaniels. They should be rectangular in shape, a good length of leg, and this beautiful soft expression. And they should go with this long swinging stride. This is from a successful kennel, the Gleedsbury Kennel. This is a very nice youngster, and striding out well. The top line and tail carriage, absolutely lovely there. Level top line, the tail set just below the level of the back, and it's using it to show his really merry English Springer. A very good rear drive. Absolutely unexaggerated breed.
Now for something slightly taller, we're looking at a deerhound. Owned by Miss H.R. Janssens and called Nixophel Crystal Amethyst.
Yes,
They
this
call
is
her Amy, but when she's naughty, it's Amethyst.
beautiful deerhound.
Apparently she's on the ladette to lady route.
Here was a breed which is you'll find in the hound group. The deerhound, a native of Scotland, and they're rather like in shape and size like a greyhound, but with a rugged coat. This arched top line for galloping propulsive power. Beautiful clean head, dark eyes, and built on athletic lines. This is a very good bitch. I've judged her myself, and she did very well under me. I'm very pleased to see her making the finals here. And you'll see that as she strides out, this beautiful parallel action, reaching out well in front, a functional economic action, and holding that nice arch over the loins, which is a great quality in the breed. These are a breed that's beautiful to live with, gentle and affectionate. But can they gallop and hunt, I'll tell you.
It's interesting that their skill and their energy and their athleticism is probably one of the reasons why they're a very popular cross when they want to lurcher.
Yeah, yes. A very nice bitch.
Well, that is a big girl, isn't she? She's lovely.
And this young dog, 2.5 years of age, a boxer, is called Bowie's Pillow Talk.
Now here's a breed where
He's not
you can hide nothing. There's no coat to hide anything. And what you see is what you get. It's a square dog, deep in the chest, clean in neck and outline,
loves to play ball,
beautiful legs and feet, and this high set tail, very well curved back leg, which gives him propulsive power when he's moving. And of course the head qualities of the boxer, very important. And they're great characters and versatile in many fields. You'll find this breed in the working group, a native breed from Germany. There he goes. Now the judge is looking for his stride. He wants to be reaching out well in front, getting his hocks well underneath him and holding that top line, which has a slight slope from the withers to the tail set. A very hard muscular condition on this dog. And of course they're great characters. They love it. They love coming to shows, love working.
Well, that's the whole thing about show dogs, isn't it? That they do enjoy the showing.
And something larger still now, a Leonberger, owned by Mrs. L. Hodge.
Again, the Leonberger, another native breed from Germany. In fact, you'll see it on the crest of Leonberg. It was developed by the mayor in the 19th century and probably has some Newfoundland and St. Bernard in its background. There's wonderful shades of red with a slight black overlay and a black mask which extends just to the behind the eyes, and they want good substance and bone. This dog is in fine bloom here. A very successful breeder, Lynn Hodge, showing him. Now, one of the great challenges in the giant breeds is to get the size and the substance but also maintain the soundness. And look at that, beautiful coming towards us, parallel action, striding out well, really strong in the hocks.
The Leonberger, stalk chaser, top
and in wonderful bloom. You can see that from here.
It's nice all to see that slightly rolling gait that it possibly gets from the Newfoundland in the original breeding.
Well, there's a lot of substance under the coat. Beautiful legs and bone on him.
Just over 2 years of age is the next exhibit, which is a Newfoundland. Male Skew 2.
Now, Peter, this will be one that will be tugging your heartstrings. He's a very good dog, a young dog, beautiful shape and balance on him.
He's
got quite a big stop on the head as well, hasn't he? That's quite sharp, lovely.
Well, the judge going under the coat, they want a weatherproof coat, slight oiliness in the texture, because they were working in ice-cold waters in North America and Canada, help the fishing boat people.
Of course, they used to send the Newfie ashore with a rope, didn't they?
Absolutely, and often pull in the nets, pull in the boats.
They're strong dogs, very powerful, and lovely webbed feet that give them strength in the water, give them power to pull through the water.
This is a very free-moving dog. I judged him only 2 weeks ago down in Surrey, and he was my reserve Best in Show winner. So a very nice dog. A great future ahead of him, I think.
Yes, he looks absolutely lovely.
And he'll probably be coming back to compete in the breed on Sunday, so this dog. So he's having a fairly long week of excitement.
Yes, the pastoral and working groups are here on Sunday. 2 groups on Sunday before Best in Show. It makes it a very long day for those dogs that win through.
His handler really makes the most of her dog. It's a beautiful, clean outline, very balanced.
And now we have a Siberian Husky, cold as ice, Sebolrai.
Now, what a beautiful picture of a Siberian head there. Beautiful, finely chiseled, lovely ears and clean outline. And this good guard coat giving it protection. This is a sled dog, And I've just come back from Iceland this weekend, where I've judged a huge entry of these, and it was a great pleasure. Again, it's a breed that you can hide nothing on, because they should be athletic and clean-lined, not over-coated, and not over-heavy. They're not as heavy as the Alaskan Malamute and some of the other breeds, the Greenland dog, but they have to be athletic and strong and beautifully light on the feet, and this one is just that. And the tail carried in a slight sickle curve. That makes a lovely picture.
It does, and I mean those lovely markings on the face, and they do vary, don't they? So
a great array of colours,
gorgeous.
yes,
Yeah.
a great array,
Yeah.
and this is very nice, very elegant bitch.
It was interesting what you were saying about the not being overcoated. I mean, you can see the muscle movement through there, can't you, through the coat?
They have to have a good length of leg. They're not cobby, they're rectangular, not over heavy in the bone, and what a beautiful head and expression this bitch has got, and really
lovely.
attentive to her master.
Very lovely.
And this time it's the turn of an Australian Shepherd.
And finally, the Australian Shepherd, hallmark Careless Whisper. From a very successful kennel, they've had great success with Old English sheepdogs and now Australian Shepherds. This is a breed which has become very popular in the show rings. It rather belies its name because it's been developed as a show dog in America rather than Australia, but it has its origins there. Again, a functional dog. They have to have stamina, being able to work with the flocks for long hours. A coat which gives it protection. A judge looking hard at this one. And the dog looking hard at its mistress here. So, free striding, lovely level top line. This is a tricolour. They'll also come in the merles.
Hallmark Careless Whisper.
Good array of colours in this breed. They've made them very attractive as show dogs and gaining in popularity all the time, and very versatile in obedience, agility, and in the show ring.
I can safely say the smallest of all the exhibits in this particular class is this Affenpinscher, now on the table. Kilbarchan's extra copy for Scarterfield, owned by Mrs. J.F.H. Wiggins.
There we see a nice picture of the German Affenpinscher, the monkey-faced breed from Germany. Irresistible faces, sparkling dark eyes, and quite rugged in their coat, untrimmed,
likes to have a couple.
Quite cobby, and their action it should be like a floating goose step. It's a sort of picks up his front legs high, his tail over his back, just as we have here. A very smart Affenpinscher here, and they're full of mischief. Absolutely typical in his action. Again, this is a dog that's won well under me, so I've got divided loyalties in this wonderful lineup, so it'll be interesting to see what David Guy thinks of them all. So that's really going well. These are fantastic to live with, very cheeky, full of mischief, full of character. And that's a really typical example of its breed.
Quite a bit of thinking to do, I would imagine, for...
He's got 10 to judge from there, so it's a nice, small, compact group. But as you say, they really are spectacular. These are beautiful young dogs.
I'll tell you what, it's not an easy decision, because there's, I think this lot have a real career in front of them.
Yes.
So, absolute top quality, right down the line. So, the semi-final...
And if anyone is listening to us on Crufts FM, welcome aboard. We're actually listening to or watching we're not listening to anything. It's very quiet out there. Some very nice music being played. But we're watching the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant final. There are 10 magnificent pedigree, young pedigree dogs out there. And it's going to be the
The Siberian Husky has won it. Marvellous. She put up a very good performance. In she comes. I think he's wanting him to come into the centre, but I think he's rather overcome and is not moving in.
Yes, it is. You confused me then.
Wonderful. There's our Junior Warrant final winner.
Holder's Eye, Stella Bry. I don't think the gentleman can believe it. And the runner-up.
Can we just welcome Crufts FM to our coverage here. We've been covering all day on this webcast, and we hope that you enjoy what you'll be able to hear for the next hour or so. I don't know how long Crufts FM is staying on air tonight, but we're here until the end of the group judging. At the moment we're just watching the finalists, the first and the reserve, in the Kennel Gazette Junior Warrant final. Some beautiful dogs. And
a beautiful picture of the winner, the Siberian Husky bitch. What a beautiful head and expression. She moved beautifully, keeping a wonderful top line. Cold as ice. Sebalray. So
you might be right.
Escorted by Mr. Eric Smedhoe,
really splendid. Out there in the ring, the chairman of the Kennel Club, Ronnie Irving, is going out to present the prize.
Siberian Husky. Come on, let's hear you.
That is a lovely dog, and I'll tell you one person will be very pleased. The secretary of the Kennel Club will be absolutely thrilled, because Caroline Kisco,
she does breed them, exactly.
Yes, she does. She's got about 20 of them.
That could have been no easy decision, because all the 10 finalists were beautiful specimens of their breed. And there's the vociferous Kazon saying, I'm pretty happy with that. And there's a lap of honour for our winner.
So we've got 2 cold climate dogs coming through there.
Absolutely. And really enjoying it. He'll go back to Northumberland, very happy man tonight. And there's the Kazon full of running and enjoying his runner-up spot.
And may you continue on your winning ways.